The information in this presentation could literally save you thousands of dollars. Did you know that you can heat your home for free just with energy provided from the sun, from a few simple parts that you probably already have laying around your garage, all in a project that you can complete in about a day? Hi, my name is Damon Flowers, and I've stumbled upon a little gem that has allowed me to save over $400 in just the last 4 months. A solution that has enabled me to break free from the grip of the utility companies and literally thumb my nose at their rising cost. And it cost me, are you ready for this? About $30 worth of parts, many of which I just had laying around my backyard workshop in my garage, about a day's worth of work, and no special skills or tools required. If you're like me, you're tired of paying for rising fuel costs. It doesn't matter if it's gasoline for your car, or propane, or electricity, or natural gas, all costs are rising. You may also like to do something to help the environment, but you're not willing to shell out a lot of money to do it. In fact, if you make an investment to help the environment or to reduce your cost, you'd like to recoup that investment fast. You know, this has probably been one of my biggest breakthroughs in years. To be honest, I had grown so frustrated with the fuel companies, with utility companies, watching my money go out the door every single month just to heat and cool my family home. You know, I felt like I was no longer in control, like I had no choice but to continue to pay month after month after month. You know, I finally decided, screw that. I mean, excuse my language here, but really, I just decided I'm not willing to do that anymore. Yeah, there were some alternatives. You know, I could turn the thermostat down and just try to suck it up, but I've got a wife and 3 kids, and yeah, that didn't work. I remember another thing that I tried was to use a small portable heater and actually carry it with me around the house, room by room, turning it on and turning it off, trying to keep myself warm. In the end, this was a big pain in the neck and just served to increase my utility bill. I was using gas to heat my home, but it seems like no matter what you're using, prices for utilities just keep going up. So there you are. Are you feeling frustrated? I know I was. Don't worry, it's not your fault. That's right, I said it's not your fault. This is because this is exactly where the utility companies want you. Until recently, I discovered a little sleeping giant. What I'm about to reveal to you has been touted by experts as the most cost-effective source of heating and the next large-scale movement in home heating. Just some of the benefits of this new energy source. For starters, it provides heat at zero cost. The system requires virtually no maintenance. It won't interfere with your current heating or cooling system. It'll run for years. It can be used in places where there is no electricity or gas or propane. It's completely safe, it's easy to build, and it pays for itself in as little as a month. Are you interested yet? I'm talking about solar air heating. So, what is a solar air heater? Well, in short, it's a system that captures the sunshine, the sun's rays, and converts that energy into heat. It kind of works like this. Cool air from inside or outside of your home enters the system. Step 2, the sun's energy actually heats what's called a solar collector. The air then around that solar collector is warmed up, and through a process of natural convection, it rises. When it rises, it's actually vented back out into your home. Did you know this as well? Solar heaters can actually reach internal temperatures of 220 degrees. That's pretty hot. That means that the air inside is very warm, and through that natural convection process will enter your home very warm as well, heating your home in no time. In fact, another cool nugget about solar air heaters, they can offset or often eliminate heating costs for just about any living space. It doesn't matter if you're living in a temporary housing like apartments or condos, or if you're living in a permanent home, or if you're living in a travel trailer. We even had people who have built solar heaters into their chicken coops to keep their chickens warm during the day and during the night. Now, I know some of you may be thinking, hey, I'm not really the handyman type, but I gotta tell you, after studying this and building this myself, solar heaters are a do it yourself dream project. Done properly, a solar heater works for almost any living environment. It costs you nothing to maintain. It'll pay for itself quickly. It can run for 20 to 30 years on average, and it can easily be moved to different locations. Uncovering all of these benefits, that's when I knew that I was onto something huge. In fact, to tell you how profound this is, one day I remember reading that there are 7 other countries that actually rank higher than the United States in solar heating use, including Japan and China. In fact, in some parts of the world, it's even required to be on new home construction. So if you have sun and you need to heat your home, this system will work for you. Here's just some basic parts for a very basic unit. Fencing pickets or some other wood, soda cans, black paint, caulk, dryer venting hose, etc. The point of this is this material is not hard to come by, and amateurs, even those beginners who have no DIY experience, can complete a project like this. With some simple step-by-step instructions and a few expert tips, you could start watching your utility bills drop. You could go green, help to do your part to save the environment, and you could put that hard-earned money that's going out every single month back into your pocket. I got to tell you though, when I first started, it was hard. Just a few of the problems that I ran into. There's very little information in the way of instructions online or elsewhere. And a lot of times the information I found was sketchy at best. It was unreliable, and in many instances, the quote recommendations didn't even work. But probably the biggest problem that I ran into was large gaps in the overall process. I'd get to a point where I'd think, hey, I'm doing pretty good, I've got this down. And then all of a sudden there'd be a large gap, bringing about a lot of frustration and forcing me to have to go back in and fill in all the details. But I gotta tell you, I believed in this so much that I knew that I could eventually be happy with the results. Just like you, I was looking for ways to save money, to help the environment, but I wanted to do it in a way that helped me to earn my investment back quickly and not wait years like other solutions. Plus, hearing that solar heating was widely used in many places of the world like China, Australia, Israel, and Japan, I knew that it was just a matter of time before this concept would arrive in mass scale to the United States. When you're learning something new, have you ever noticed that the more you learn, sometimes the more questions you have? Oftentimes, when you have more questions, it's hard to really know, of all the information I'm going through, what information is really important and should really matter, and what information isn't, and I should just let it go. In the end, I was forced to go at it alone. It actually cost me a small fortune in terms of both my time and all the costs for materials to learn and study, refine, and build my solar heater designs. I tallied up in the last 6 months, I racked up hundreds of hours in online research and experimentation. In fact, I remember when I first started, I even checked out over 13 books at my local library on all sorts of topics around passive and active solar heating. All told, all this learning was to be then applied to what would become my proven designs and plans for my own solar heater units. And I documented everything. Every step, every gotcha, every trick, every tweak. In other words, I blueprinted the entire process for how to build the most efficient DIY solar heaters available. So what does this mean to you? It means that you won't have to spend the months of time and the hundreds of dollars figuring it out like I did. More importantly, you can have the most valuable pieces of information that I only wish that I'd had when I first got started. Information that if somebody had just dropped into my lap would have made the entire process not only so much easier, but also so much more enjoyable. And today, you could start lowering your utility bill just like I did for anywhere that you live. So what's included? We've basically got 3 guides that we've built. The first guide is an introduction to solar air heating. It explains all of the background and the framework for how solar heating works. It provides you with a lot of tools and charts to help you figure out the right solution for you. And it'll point out those critical factors in order to make an efficient solar heater. Guide number 2 is how to build a portable window unit using just scrap materials that you may have laying around your house, or materials that you may pick up in your neighborhood, or materials that you can easily go down to local hardware stores, etc., and buy. These types of systems are perfect for those who live in apartments or condos where they can't make permanent changes to the structure, or for those people who are wanting a portable solution, a solution within a couple of minutes you could pack up and take with you. Guide number 3 is on how to build a wall heater. Now, the wall heater design is based on what we call a Trome wall, which has been around for hundreds of years. It's one of the most efficient designs around. And in fact, this same design is being sold for over $2,000 by commercial manufacturers, as I'll point out in just a moment. You deserve to have step-by-step instructions. Anytime you're building any type of project, you want to know what you need, where to find it, and how to build it. All in a format that's easy enough for anyone to understand. You know, if you do nothing, you could miss out on an amazing opportunity. And if you go at it alone, it will probably end up costing you a lot of time and money. Ask me how I know this. The fact that you're still watching this presentation tells me that you're interested in what this could do for you. So I'd imagine the main question in your mind is probably, how much? Well, let me ask you, what would you expect to pay for a full set of turnkey DIY guides and plans detailing every step to building a custom solar air heater this weekend? Before you answer that question, though, I want you to consider something. Did you know that there are several companies now that have popped up and they're starting to build commercial units simply based on the sheer opportunity and the recent demand for solar air heating? You know, it seems like everybody wants to go solar, right? Well, let's take a look at a couple of these commercial units. Here it is. This unit, yep, you're reading correctly, retails for $2,499 plus shipping. And no, installation is not included. We actually built this same unit for roughly $105 in parts, and it's fully documented in just one of the step-by-step guides you'll receive. Another example, this unit right here retails for $1,599. Again, without shipping and without installation. So let me ask you again, what would you expect to pay for a complete how-to program containing powerful, no-fluff gold nuggets of information, step-by-step instructions that you'll need for building not only one but 2 different types of solar air heaters? You know, a lot of people have told me that I should charge in excess of $100 for this package, but it seems a little high for me, and I wanted something everybody could get their hands on. I also thought about maybe offering it for around $79, but in the end, no. I want everyone to have access to this complete how-to series. Why? Well, for a couple of reasons. One, I've spent so much time building this and refining it that it's a really nice, meticulous package. And number two, it has helped me, and this is probably the biggest reason, it's helped me so much in reducing my own utility costs that I feel like I have got to share this with the world. That's why I've decided to offer this entire program, including all the guides and all the step-by-step plans, for just $49. And remember, I want you to be 100% satisfied. If you don't find great value from this, I will insist that you take your money back. But you know what? I know that's going to be the last thing that you're going to want to do to get started today, because the information in these kits is so powerful. Soon, like me, you'll be watching your utility bills drop like rocks or disappear altogether. But hold on, I've got something big. I've got a special bonus that I'm offering for the first 20 people that take advantage of this offer today. I'm going to throw in some of my most valuable pieces of content, including how to find dirt cheap parts. This top secret report has been used for not only solar heating, but it's been used for all types of DIY projects. If you're wanting to build a do-it-yourself project and you're looking to keep the cost down, this is a must-have report for finding cheap material. Number two, a complete video library of solar air heaters. This library shows in detail a lot of different types of solar air heaters, so you can see exactly how they're put together, exactly how they've been used, and better be planned and prepared to build your own solar heater. And last but not least, we're going to throw in actually another guide on how to conduct your own energy audits so that you too can keep your home as cost efficient as possible to maintain. Don't lose this opportunity. To get instant access to this full set of solar heating guides, blueprints, and plans, all you've got to do is click on the big orange button below. When you do, you'll be taken to a secure order form, and in about 3 minutes you'll receive everything, all the program, guides, blueprints, steps, the video library, everything downloaded directly to your computer. A simple and inexpensive way to reduce your utility bill and put a couple $100 extra back in your pocket could be all the difference that you need. Ask yourself, what could you do with a couple $100 extra? That's why it's so essential. I want you to take action right now, because this package is so thorough and so complete, and it saved me utility cost and it saved me money, and I know it will for you as well. So again, to get instant access to this full set of heating guides, blueprints, and plans, all you've got to do is click on the button below. One last time, I'm going to tell you, if the add to cart button is still active, then you still have a chance. Hurry before these power-packed bonuses are gone for good. Right now, go to the bottom of the page, scroll down below this video, you'll see an orange button that says add to cart. Click there and you'll be on your way. Well, I'm going to wrap up and tell you that here is to you cutting your utility bill and putting money back in your pocket. This is one of the greatest things that I've ever did, and as I pointed out earlier, one of the greatest breakthroughs that I've ever made. It saved me money, and I know that it will save you money as well. So again, don't stall. Go down below this video, click on the orange button that says add to cart so that you can claim your bonuses before they run out. Hey, I just want to wish you all the luck, wish you great success. Have a great day.